Hey guys, today's video is going to be going back to the style that we did last year where we're going to cover athletes that, sometimes they get overlooked. Emotions fly left and right. They say some people are overhyped, underhyped, or whatever. But in this one, we got to cover our athletes. We got to cover all the athletes. So you're going to see me start uploading more videos, and it's starting with this, covering all the events that I can think of and everything that I have time to cover. So today we had another Diamond League meet, but before we get into that, remember I'm your host Nick, and you are now listening to Head and Shoulders ATR, where we cover athletes, performances, and otherwise that are head and shoulders above the rest. And remember always, you got to be blessed. We need some more of that out there, right? Stay rich, and we're going to ride this one all the way to being the number one in our sports. Track and field. We might add some CrossFit in there, but definitely the combination of sports and personal development here. So what we have today is that we have, no, that's not what I wanted to pick up. Here we go. What we have today was another Diamond League meet, and the athletes I'm covering, you see some of them in the title, but let's look at Aleia Hobbs and Melissa Jefferson here. So Melissa Jefferson, she gets some international experience. NCAA athlete. She gets to go on now a tour here, and she's getting outside of the United States. She's going and getting some international experience, which is very, very important. I would say this helps her out in the long run if she's going to be able to perform. And this does a little bit better than some athletes that aren't showing up. Like, hey, they mentioned that Sha'Carri Richardson, how many races has she ran since last year? Then I had to think about it. It's like, well, if she's going to come out and kind of not really perform, then guess what? It's best that she doesn't show up, because it's just going to make her and her fan base look even worse. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on who's coming out. And here's Melissa Jefferson. For the people that don't know, she went to Coastal Carolina, and 21 years old. And guess what she's done this year? She got 8th in the NCAA finals, so All-American, personal best 1085. We'll get into that in a second. First, so she won the USA Nationals. Like I said, USA is a very, very difficult nation to qualify in. And sometimes, just like you saw, somebody that got 8th in the NCAAs could have it on the day and make it out of the Nationals. Then she got 8th again at the World Championship Finals. So she made it to the finals with a time of 11.03 seconds. Then she got 7th here, as you see, in this Diamond League meet in Silesia, 11.18. Now, why am I bringing her up here? Why am I saying let's highlight some other athletes? Well, I don't think it's a small feat to be a joint 6th fastest woman in the world. I don't think that's a small feat. I don't know about you guys, because a lot of times people say, oh, they're fast, these are B-ranked athletes and everything. First of all, one, you're not a B-ranked athlete if you can make the finals at the World Championships. 2, you're not a B-ranked athlete if you're in the top 10. Now, are you going to be able to hold the top 10, top 20, top 30, top 50 consistently? Now, that's a big question. That's going to be the big question. But I think this, being her first year, just doing some big things now for Melissa Jefferson, this is some good experience. Now, let's see if she shows up next year, because obviously Sturgis from last year, she was doing pretty well. And then this year, she did not make it out of USAs. So sometimes that happens. We don't know what's going to happen to Jefferson, but definitely good. Now, moving on to Hobbs, as she was the one that got 2nd at this meet. Now, she got a brand new a personal best this year. Now, that personal best, 1081, that's good for getting her joint 4th ranked in the world this year. Unfortunately for Hobbs, that didn't produce a medal, but what it did do is she got 6th at the World Championship Finals with the time of 1092. All right, and then she got 2nd at this Diamond League meet, so that's some good money in her pocket. What is that, like $8,000 or something like that? So when we're looking at these athletes, is she going to be able to hold in this top 4 spot throughout to the end of the year? Is she going to be able to improve her time? We will see, because there are a few more Diamond League meets left. As you can see, all of the list of the Diamond League meets up here. So next on for that, I just got to give a round of applause to those athletes because they keep coming out here. They're showing up when other athletes don't. They're coming out here. Even Gabby Thomas, after she got injured, and she's coming through and she's doing what she needs to do. Then let's look at TT Terry here. TT Terry. Now, she got 8th, so second to last in this meet. And unfortunately, Natasha Morrison, it's kind of hit or miss what she's going to do in every meet. Same thing with Brianna Williams. Sometimes you get a Brianna Williams that's just good. And then another one, you get a Brianna Williams that may not show up and do anything, right? Same thing with Natasha Morrison. A lot of times, I think she's on the chopping block, but that's a different video. But TT Terry, well, she got 8th here. All right, she made it to the semifinals at the World Championship, and she got knocked out, got 3rd in her heat, 11:04 into a negative 0.2 headwind. And then she got 3rd at USA Nationals. Now, I like to point out that she's joint 6th tied in the world this year, but she also just ran that 1085. What was that, on July 30th? So last week, she just ran that, and that was at that Murphy Classic in Tennessee. So that was a smaller meet that she was able to compete at. So it's a little bit less pressure. She's able to run, and obviously she can produce with less pressure. This international meet, if she can get more of these with high-ranked athletes in a good field, this will get her used to having to run day in and day out. And I think this is good because she's already ran against Elaine Thompson-Herah. She's run against some other good ranked athletes as well. So not to take away from her. But definitely, I think the United States getting some athletes that get good international attention is good. Now, Kayla White, she is not in that list. These other 3 ladies that I just marked off, they're head and shoulders above the rest as far as they're in that top 30 rank. I don't want to give out my full ranking about how I rank that because World Athletics and everybody watches. So until I establish a bigger media influence and everything, I'm not putting out half of even what I would like to do just yet. So if you're just listening to this, smash the like button, share this, and subscribe to the channel. Now, Kayla White. Now, she's traditionally been a 100-meter hurdler. Then she hasn't ran that since 2019, so she switched to just doing the 100 and 200. And she's a little bit better in the 200 than she is in the 100. Personal best 1095. She set that back in 2019, though. But this year she ran a 1099, so she got 6th in the USA Nationals semifinals in the 100, but which has got her ranked a joint 35th rank in the world this year. So she's just out of my qualification standard for that head and shoulders above the rest. But she got 7th in the 200-meter final at the USA Nationals. And she set that personal best this year with a 22:18. So I think when we look at some of these athletes, it's important to point them out. Aleia Hobbs is doing a very, very good job. She did well to even get 2nd in this meet because the rest of the field isn't too shabby. Ta Lu could very well have popped off a much faster time than that. You know, she's a 1078 athlete. Even if she did it just that one time, she could still go into the 10.8s. So we don't want to discount Ta Lu. She did very well here to run that 1094, beat Ta Lu and the rest of the field. And there's a video I'm going to bring up later. It's going to be if you can be the best of the best or the best of the rest. And sometimes we got to highlight the best of the rest. And in this field, Aleia Hobbs is the best of the rest of the field. So I'll catch you all in the next video. Let me know what your thoughts are on these athletes. Are you a fan of theirs? Are you one of the T-babies out there? Be honest. Drop it in the comment section below. If you're a T-baby, if you're in that group, or if you're in the Sha'Carri Richardson TT Terry fan club, that is a real fan club with both of them. Like you're a fan of both, not just one, but both. Let us know in the comment section below. What do you like about the athletes? What do you think they can improve on? Without having to demean the athletes, let's talk about what we like about the athletes or constructive criticism about what you think they can improve on. I'll catch you all on the next video.